you ever been with a nigga and it made you feel like they all you will ever have? Or you ever had a nigga tell you that?
Oh, yeah. What?
Yeah.
I definitely had a nigga tell me that. Mm-hmm. And I was low-key in my fucking prime.
For real?
Hell yeah.
What did he say?
He was just like, man, don't nobody want you. It all ends right here with me.
Damn. How are you?
That's probably like 24.
Is it 24?
Yeah, I was like,
damn. Not an end at 24.
I don't think so.
You like our voice?
It turn you on? This ain't shit. Wait till you see it on Patreon.
That's right. Our Patreon is so lit. We're going to have Harry After Dark, our Be For Reals on there. Make sure you tune in, subscribe.
Please.
We have our own Patreon group where you can come talk to us and tell us what you want to hear on our podcast. All that good stuff.
Yep.
And it's only $5 a month.
$5 a month. Go ahead and come over to the Heroes and Hoochie side, okay? Come fuck with the winning team.
All right. If someone was like, tell me the worst thing about 10, what would it be?
The worst thing about 10? I got a smart ass mouth.
I mean, that ain't the worst. I'm not saying I don't know what your worst is, but I'm saying.
Please tell me.
No,
please enlighten me.
No, I'm not saying it, but I'm saying I don't think that's you really don't be though. You don't be going off on people like that.
I don't go off on you.
That's true. Yeah, I don't get that part of you. Yeah,
I be going off on people. Yeah, I would say probably my mouth, and so my patience be a little thin.
Oh no, you don't. You're not patient at all.
Yeah,
being in the car with you in traffic, I'm like, damn, we gonna get there eventually. You be switching lanes and stuff,
girl.
I'm a one laner. I'm gonna stay in that lane unless you're going too slow.
Girl,
why does it feel like I'll get there eventually?
I be trying not to mix patience and road rage.
Ooh, that's
because that can be a bad combo.
Not for real.
Like even today, I was driving. and this dude just stopped in front of me, and I was just like, you know, let me not hit the horn. I was like, you know, let me just get around him. But I definitely. Okay.
For real. Who hung your horn?
That's why I was like, I got over, and I ain't gonna lie, I did get over and give him a glare.
Dirty
like,
eye.
You fuck nigga, get the fuck out of my way, bitch. You was turning his damn signal on.
Not for real.
But yeah, probably my patience be a little thin. But I'm trying to work on it.
Okay.
Trying to work on it. What about you? What's the worst thing somebody say about B?
I know one thing I was bad at before. I used to lie a lot.
Okay, but were you telling lies or white lies?
I was just lying for no reason.
Oh yeah,
like this one nigga. He was like, "What music video were you in again?" And I was like, "The Oscar Mayer Wiener video," because I was in that when I was younger, and I was on the Tom Green show when I was younger. But I forgot I used to tell people I was in the Nuck If You Buck video.
Bitch, when did you? First of all.
Okay, I'm gonna tell you why I said that. I thought they were originally from Memphis. So I thought Crown Wall was from Memphis. So I didn't forget going.
They in Atlanta.
They in Atlanta, but nobody else knew shit either. But I heard the song along when I was in Memphis though. Because Memphis radio, like I feel like they really be on shit. So I heard the song a long time ago. So I was telling him, I was like, "There's gonna be this new song. I was in a music video this weekend." I lied, and then the song came out, and I told people, I said, "There I am." And so recently he's like, "Weren't you in the Nuck If You Buck video?" I was like, "Nah, I lied." I lied,
boy.
Yeah, there was no way I was in Atlanta during that time.
I come in the club, shaking my dress, throwing the balls, busting these heads.
Yeah, I was like, "What the fuck is this?"
Everybody like, "Where B at?"
Yeah, in the back. Right? I'm
trying to look for a bald head.
I wasn't bald then.
Bro, for you to have been in the Crime Mob video, you would have to been like in middle school, high school.
Yeah. And I said I was. I said I was in it.
It's okay.
Yeah, I was one of them kids at the Meg show. I mean, at the Glorilla show. Yeah, my grandma was taking me to a Crime Mob music video. And when did that song? Hold on, let me ask Meta. Hey Meta. Oh shit, I don't know how to work these shits. Hey Meta, when did Nuck If You Buck come out?
Nuck If You Buck premiered.
This bitch still looking. Anyway.
All right now, Meta.
Okay, shit, hold on. Oh, it came up on my phone. I don't.
Oh, okay.
I'll look it up eventually, but
I would say Nuck If You Buck might have been 2002.
You think so?
Nah, it was big in college though.
It was before 06.
Yeah, it was definitely before 06.
I would say like 2000.
I don't think it was that long.
Maybe 2003.
I'd say between 2002 and 2004.
Okay, let me Google it because Meta didn't hear shit. 2004.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Damn, that was already 21 years ago.
Yeah, it's been a minute. It's been a fucking minute. All these songs old as fuck though.
Hell yeah.
I was looking at something. I was like, damn, that song 20 years old.
Girl.
I think Turn Me On. Damn, I'm supposed to say Kelly Rowland. Paris. Not damn, what's her name?
Which one?
Pretty Girl Rock.
Oh, Carrie Hilton.
Yeah, that's like 21 years old.
Carrie Hilton.
Carrie H. Miss Carrie, baby.
Carrie Carter.
What?
Beyonce didn't Beyonce destroy her?
Oh yeah.
Or the Beehive?
Yeah.
Yeah, the Beehive killed her.
No, but
let me not say that.
No, but you know,
words mean things.
You know what though? She told Sierra to sit down and have some babies, and she told Beyonce to stop dancing, and Beyonce danced even harder, and she did have some babies though.
Sierra listened.
Sierra has some babies.
Sierra said, you know what, Carrie, you're right. Let me say my prayer.
Okay. Let me say my prayer.
Oh, yeah.
And give it a good man.
Get rid of Future. Give me a new one.
Hell, nah, for real. Yeah, but not Carrie.
Girl, have you seen the whole debacle with Future and that girl Gorgeous?
I've seen bits and pieces of it.
Did you see what she called him? Girl, she called him. And she was like, fuck, nigga, stop. And he was like, hello, I don't know you, Gorgeous.
Oh, she called him?
She called Future, and he answered. He's like, I don't know you, Gorgeous.
Damn.
Leave me alone. You are delusional. I don't know you, Gorgeous.
Calling her name, talking about I don't know you.
And what you answering? And why did she have your phone number? And why would you answer?
Yeah, nah, facts. You answer unknown calls a lot?
That's what I'm saying. I'm like, nigga, I feel like Future, you have ignored more calls than that.
Damn,
like,
no, I don't know you, Gorgeous.
He said, I don't know you, Gorgeous.
Damn. Ugh. I don't know. Good luck with that.
Yeah, good luck with
that.
Because
one girl's like, you playing all wrong. I got my wire.
Oh, yeah. And then somebody was like, 20 really is low.
I mean, depending on what you're doing, though.
It's low for Future.
20 an occasion?
Yeah. 20 is low.
20 just because? But let's not act like 20 ain't a lot.
20 is a lot.
For somebody just get, like, you ain't did nothing for it.
20, I mean, I would take it.
Yeah, I'm going to take it.
But I also feel like niggas like Future, they can give you a little bit more than that.
Well, hey, you're testing the water. Okay, so here, let's see what happens after that.
If you met a rich nigga today, he's like, I will make one of your dreams come true right now. What you asking for?
Financial stability.
That's what we all ask for.
Financial freedom.
Hell yeah.
I want to be free to do what the fuck I want.
Damn. So would you want him to pay your student loans?
Hell, fuck them. I ain't paying the student loans. Fuck no.
I don't know, bro. They hitting people credit this week.
I'm a healthcare professional.
Oh yeah, you're right. You're right.
Fuck, I'm not paying. Don't you? I'd be mad if a nigga pay my student loans off.
Hell yeah, nigga surprise you.
Yeah,
babe, I paid your student loans.
I paid about $200,000 on your student loans. I'll break up with a nigga. Who told you to do that?
I ain't asked for that.
I want to pay. Get it back. Tell him it was a misprint. Ask for it back. Yeah, I'm be mad. I mean, in hindsight, it'd be a good thing, but still, like, the irresponsible part of me is like, we could have did stuff with that $20,000.
Hell yeah, facts.
We could have bought a house. Did something else.
That would definitely be the first thing I'd ask a nigga for.
A house? In your name?
What?
Ain't nothing worse than them movies. The man died, the daughter or the wife come kick him out the house.
Tell everybody get out.
We've been fucking in this house for 20 years.
It's mine.
It don't matter. I'm the wife. Everything in my name.
Girl, I had watched this crazy ass show, which y'all should be very proud of me. I've pulled back on watching so much murder mystery shit. Because my boyfriend kept telling me, man, you falling asleep with that shit on.
Damn, that's what you listening to.
He was like, how can you sleep and hear all that?
Crazy.
Yeah, low-key. And I was like, you know what, it's kind of a point. But I had watched this one episode where this woman, she met this doctor while she was working in a hospital. She was a nurse. Married him, had kids with him, everything. They had moved to like the outskirts of some like outside of New York City. One day he's going to work. He got off work. He's walking across the street. He gets hit by a car.
Damn.
And he's a doctor, right? So he's in the hospital that he works at. Child, his wife walks into his room. It's a woman in there. The woman's like, well, who are you? She's like, I'm Mrs. So-and-so. She was like, I'm Mrs. So-and-so.
Whoa.
Girl, the man had 2 wives.
Whoa.
2 completely different lives going on.
Damn.
And the wife that he met first, she was under the impression that, you know, she's like, well, he works like in the city, so he had an apartment out there. Mm-hmm. Girl, he didn't have no apartment out there. He was living with the lady in the city. Mm-hmm. So it turns out they were trying to fight to see who
the real original wife is.
Yeah. The biggest.
Yeah.
They're trying to fight to see like who was like the one that was going to take over everything. Because he had like money. He had like restaurants and stuff like that. Mm-hmm. So they started doing research. Like 12 years after he met the first wife, he magically got divorced. Girl, he forged her name.
So they technically not even married.
No, they were married.
Oh.
They were married, but he forged the divorce papers.
So technically they were still married.
So that's how he was able to go and marry the second lady, because he divorced the first lady secretly. So then after they were like, okay, yeah, we're going to null and void y'all's marriage because he can't be married to two people. Girl, the second wife did a murder for hire, had her brother go over to the first wife's house and shoot it up.
Huh?
Girl, the first wife got hit like 12 times, survived.
Damn. All right, Tupac.
Girl.
Yeah, I feel you 50 cent. And nigga 49 cents.
Girl. And meanwhile, the husband had died at this point.
Oh, damn.
He died. So then the first wife, she ended up getting like all of his restaurants, and some of the restaurants he was running with the second lady. Mm-hmm. She went and got everything. Now the second lady's in prison, and the first lady is fucking rich as fuck.
Damn, that's fucked up though.
Yeah, I was like, damn, for your husband to die, for you to find out that your husband's been cheating on you,
and then forge your signature.
And then you can't even have no conversation with him to be like, oh, you know, you can't even call him a fuck nigga.
Yeah, put down here like fuck nigga.
I was like, damn, God, it was crazy.
That is crazy.
It was crazy.
Okay, so for I put you on this week, do you have one?
Yes, I do. Okay. So my put you on is actually, it's a little bit old, but it randomly popped up on my timeline the other day. And I was like, you know what? I'm finna turn this on in the car. Okay, I'm gonna see if y'all recognize this.
Okay. Shot Rico and the Fantasia Bruno brother.
Yeah. Shawty going up and right. I'm looking for that futuristic lover. I think I wanna girl you. Y'all.
Wow.
It rides in the car.
Okay. Well, I had a show originally, but I guess I could put along an old song too. Let me see. This was like one of my favorite songs. Let me see if I can find it.
Yeah, I heard it. I was like, you know what?
Okay, I got you. You ready?
Yeah.
Hold on.
Hopefully it's something I actually fucking know.
You know. Oh, hold on. Sorry.
Too much technology. Connected to everything, y'all. Everything connected.
Oh! It used to be just physical, but now it's so emotional for me. I'm trying to do this, but I can't tell my girl, but I won't. Get inside of me. Oh, should I
thought about him the other day.
Girl, I'm like, he was a minor when he wrote that song. Not dealing with a love affair at 12.
Boy.
I know that's right. So where the hell is Lil Twist still in Dallas?
I doubt it.
Man, because at one
he
point
probably moved to Atlanta with all the rest of the black people.
At one point, that nigga was on some weird shit.
Yeah, he was.
You know that weird shit was still.
I remember I used to see him at what was it called?
Did he still have a mohawk?
No, I think he did have a mohawk. What's the little spot where you can eat the crab and shit?
Oh, boiling crab?
No, not boiling crab. The nasty one out here.
Oh.
Well, yeah, I saw him there.
Not the nasty one out here.
Yeah. I ain't gonna lie. After I went to Louisiana and I had fucking, listen.
Some what?
Some real seafood. Yeah, it's.
This shit poo. that shit poo out there.
It's not the same.
It's not the same.
And I didn't even realize it, girl. I put down 5 pounds of crawfish.
Hey, best friend. Hey, best friend.
I know it ain't that much.
How the fuck you know you ate 5 pounds?
I had a 5-pound tray and I was sharing it, but I didn't realize the other person was just pulling the tails off. They weren't eating them. They were just pulling the tails off. They were going to eat the tails at the end. I had ate all the tails by the time they got to it. I had ate all the tails.
Damn.
I didn't know they weren't eating.
Oh. Damn.
Yeah, I know. I was like, damn, that was crazy.
Yeah, sorry.
Yeah, but food just different in Louisiana. But that's also how you get hypertension and shit like that.
For real. Hey, nah, for real.
Be too seasoned. Food be too seasoned.
Nah, the place I went to, I posted on my Instagram today. The place I went to in Arlington, shit was too salty.
For real.
And I looked at, I was looking on camera. I was like, damn, that shit looks salty on camera.
Girl, I saw that. You said these fries look like you shouldn't be eating them.
Hell no, it's too much shit on there. I was like, oh yeah, I'll use the seasoning salt and Lowry's.
Girl.
One was a spicy seasoning salt. It's double salted.
Girl.
Fuck out of here.
And then like we had went to this party and they had gumbo there. That was the first time I ever seen gumbo with like ham hocks in it. I was like,
And I said,
I was like, oh my god, no, I'm not supposed to eat that.
did you eat it?
Yeah. This shit was good. And I said, food be too seasoned.
Nah, for real. Well, okay, food be too seasoned. So we put y'all some old songs that we used to love back in the day.
Yeah, facts.
But a best friend.
Ain't it a blessing? You are listening to another episode of Hear You Podcast. This is Tam.
And this is V.
You ready to get started, bro?
Let's go.
Hey, let's get it.
Ow.
Ooh, child.
I don't know, we both breathe at the same time. So, it's kind of quiet around these parts. There ain't nothing too noisy going on.
Yeah, true.
But
Except for Daddy T.
Oh yeah. Okay, so we both seen recently in news. Cardi pop out with her
Stefan Diggs.
Did you say he a hoe?
Yeah.
Who is he living linked with?
I think what he's with. Let me.
I don't even know that nigga. So
Wasn't he linked with Bow Wow baby mama?
Joey?
No, she had I keep thinking she had a baby with his brother.
Huh?
Yeah.
Wait, what? With Bow Wow's brother?
No.
I was like, where'd that come from?
Bow Wow's baby mama had a baby with Stefan Diggs' brother. Stefan Diggs' brother plays for the Cowboys.
Bruh, do you see Bow Wow on the interview talking about he didn't know Joey needed help?
Girl.
Because her house burned down?
But she didn't own a house.
But she still lived in the house.
She was renting.
It don't matter.
It does matter.
That's a home I live in. All my stuff is in that house. What you mean it don't matter?
What? You have a baby by Future? You have a baby by Bow Wow, which we can, whatever. And you have a baby by an active football player. There's no excuse for you to not own a home.
I mean, if I keep moving around these niggas,
No, there's no excuse.
you never know where he gonna be at next.
There's no excuse. There's no excuse for you to not own a home.
Even if, we don't know if she doesn't own a home.
She doesn't.
She don't have another home to go. Well, she had a home with her mama, but still.
She was renting.
I still don't think.
How do you have babies by millionaires and you're renting a home? See, that's the reason. That's what the other people got ahead of us. Home ownership. There's no excuse.
Okay.
There's no excuse for you to have babies by millionaires and you don't own a home, but you own Chanel bags, you own Birkins. That's crazy.
What if home ownership isn't that big of a deal to you, though?
It should be.
It
should be. There's absolutely no reason.
But see, I think when we think of home ownership, we think of like our parents staying in a house for 30 years too.
But even if you don't stay in it forever, rent it. But it's still yours.
I can see why people wouldn't want to deal with that shit.
There's no way that I would have a baby by Future and I would be handing rent money off to somebody every month.
Future also said that was my homegirl when he got pregnant. So I don't know how much she's getting from either of these men.
I don't know. I think it's kind of crazy personally, but
no, for the fact that Bower Wow got up there and said I didn't know she needed help after her house burned down. Like, what the fuck? What you mean you didn't think I need help? At least come watch these goddamn kids.
Girl.
Your kid at least. Well, hers is the oldest. The other two. Never mind. I was like, she ain't finna have nobody watching with the two. Future definitely ain't watching no damn baby.
Oh yeah, definitely not.
But Cardi popped out with her man. Cash Doll popped out with her man. And I think with actually they both left their significant others while they had newborns.
Oh yeah, because Cash Doll's daughter ain't that.
I think she left before or close.
Oh, she left while she was still pregnant?
I don't know. It was close.
Damn. I mean, I don't blame him. Honestly,
I'm not gonna do no shit.
I feel like you a bad bitch to leave a nigga while you pregnant. To be like, you know what?
I do this by myself. I'm a strong woman.
You a bad bitch. And salute.
Nah, for real.
Salute. Because I think a lot of niggas be, at least they used to. I feel like they starting to wake up. They used to think like, oh, damn, you know, I get her pregnant. She ain't going nowhere. I
trapped her, yeah.
Nah, women be 6 weeks pregnant.
I'm free. Nah, for real.
Yeah, they be...
Yeah.
Me and my baby, we gonna be all right.
Okay. No, but I mean, and that's something too. These are women of wealth and who have means and stuff too. But I mean, I know plenty of people be like, fuck, I ain't dealing with this. And we like, I'll have this baby by myself.
Yeah.
I don't need you there. And you know what the thing is too? Having a baby is so daunting. That's a daunting, dangerous task. And I'll be damned if you in the hospital room pissing me off.
I feel that. Like, let me be in this bitch in peace.
Yeah, I just need some peace and quiet. Like, I'll
FaceTime you.
You can come over after.
I'll FaceTime you when she get here.
No, but I really, like, when I used to work at the hospital, and they're like, don't let him in here. I was like, I feel you. Because you want stuff to be peaceful and a nigga come in there causing hell. I'll never forget the times that men came in there and wrecked shop. I'm just like, the fuck? I know somebody, she invited the baby daddy and the new boyfriend. And neither one
tussling.
Damn near. Because she wasn't going to give the baby the last name, the baby daddy last name. Baby up there crying, acting a fool.
Please.
Yeah.
On his knees.
Yeah. Please, that's my baby. Name it after me. I'm just like, nigga, you ain't did shit the whole time.
Girl, and probably not going to do shit. Going to get the baby the last name, he going to disappear.
You know what? My daddy had it right. I should name my kids after me. They should have my last name.
Girl, my other friend, her dad told her, he was like, get them babies your last name.
Yeah.
And she did.
I should have. Because you know how crazy I feel, right? I go somewhere, I run 3 different last names. I don't even know who to put on a fucking Christmas card.
Girl, all of them.
The Pete household.
Yeah.
From the Pete.
Yeah, that's the umbrella.
Yeah, that's the matriarch.
Yeah, the mother one's under there.
Yeah, y'all, yeah, like a good neighbor, y'all to me.
Yeah, facts.
But no, like, they both left their relationships with fairly young kids.
Yeah, I'm not mad at it.
I'm not mad at it either. But here's the thing, though. Like, you ever been with a nigga and it made you feel like they all you will ever have? Or you ever had a nigga tell you that?
Oh, yeah. What?
Yeah.
I definitely had a nigga tell me that. And I was low-key in my fucking prime.
For real?
Hell yeah.
What did he say? He
was just like, man, don't nobody want you. It all ends right here with me.
Damn. How were you?
I was probably like 24.
Is it 24?
Yeah, I was like,
damn. Not an ends at 24.
I don't think so.
It ends right here.
Yeah.
That's the title.
Like, nah, it don't end right there, baby.
Damn, not an ends right here.
The crazy thing is that, like, I don't want to say niggas have power. Mm-hmm. I don't know if it's niggas that got the power or if it's just like love that has the power or if it's ignorance and like that ignorance is bliss that be having the power. But like a nigga can really say something to you enough and you'll be like, damn.
Maybe he's
right.
Maybe it did end right here.
Yeah, like maybe he's right. Maybe they don't want me. You know what I'm saying? Like, and that's what pissed me off about Offset because Offset was like, oh, you know, you're out here, you're a mother of 3 kids. Nigga, those are your 3 kids.
Yeah, it ain't just any niggas 3 kids and they all,
yeah, and you trying to use her age against her. Oh, you're 30 whatever with 3 kids, thinking that that's gonna mean like a nigga ain't gonna want you. And meanwhile,
this niggas who wanted your bitch while you was still with her.
Girl, like you're 30 whatever with what, 7 kids?
Yeah, nah, for real.
Make it like the math ain't math.
But that's because men hold women to a different standard than themselves. They want you to be a better version of what they can never be.
Yep.
They want you to be a better version of their whack ass mama.
Yeah, facts.
Like, nigga, your mama was a single mama.
Yep.
How many of y'all was it? Because who brothers?
No.
Nobody's brother. Our cousins.
Cousins. And then Quavo was what's his name? Takeoff's uncle.
It's too much for me. I don't know.
Yeah. Nigga shit. Nigga math.
Yeah, but none of them looked alike. None of them looked alike.
Not for real.
So,
different daddy.
Yeah, I just be like, y'all be holding your partner to unachievable standards that your mama didn't hold, that you didn't hold. You got all these kids by all these different women. All her kids about you. That's Cardi's biggest flex, if you call it a flex.
That's,
I don't be thinking that's a flex when you be like, I just want my kids to have the same. Like, that's crazy. That's crazy.
why would you do this? Why would you make the same mistake 3 times?
And that's why it's like I have 2 baby daddies because I wasn't gonna make the same mistake twice.
Low-key, I feel that.
Like I'm not gonna do the same thing.
I feel that.
With you again.
But I remember I had a friend in college, and she had a baby, and I was like, "Oh, do you want any more kids?" And she was like, "Girl, no." It's like, if I was gonna have a kid, it had to be with his daddy. She's like, "I'm not doing that."
Damn.
So she was like, "Yeah, no." She's like, "I don't want." What she said was, "I don't want mismatched children."
Okay. Well,
that's what she told me, and I was like,
Yikes.
She's like, "Yeah, so I don't have mismatched kids. I just ain't gonna have no more."
Damn, that's pretty.
And all she has is her son.
Is it the one I know?
Yeah.
Okay, that makes sense.
Wait, which one? Oh no. Oh girl, no.
Who? Oh, but I thought she. Okay, that's who I went. I wasn't thinking about that.
Yeah.
Damn.
Mm-hmm.
Yikes.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, no. Fuck all that. I think. Fuck all that. I remember my baby daddy telling me, he's like, man, you got 2 kids now.
What that mean?
You got 2 kids, man.
You be bitch out here with 6 kids. You think that stops?
It don't
penis?
stop shit. But at the time, it did make me feel like some type of way.
Of course, that's why he said it.
Yeah, it did affect my self-esteem a little bit. I was like, damn, you right. I got 2 kids, 2 baby daddies, like. And then hearing stuff from other people too. Cause I wasn't even dating. I talked to this one British guy, and he was like,
I remember that.
Yeah, he's like, you're basically. What he say?
You will not say it with a.
You're really just like shoppy seconds, love. You just be glad I'm talking to you, love. And I'm like, oh, fuck you, bro. But he basically was like,
not saying that nigga accent. Bro, I'm screaming.
Nigga called me sloppy seconds. He basically said I was spoiled. You're spoiled goods, love. And I was like, damn, fuck you too. Hello. This is like our 3rd conversation. And he thought I should be humble because I had kids, and I should be humble to talk to them. First of all, here's the thing. I attract niggas with no kids, and I don't know why. I have no idea why.
Right.
It's not intentional. It's not. Well, I be saying I'm a baby daddy maker. I'm gonna stop saying it because that sounds a little crazy. But none of my kids' fathers have any other kids. Niggas waiting for me to be dumb again.
Right.
And that will never happen.
Hell yeah, come back.
Nah, I ain't that. I almost said the R word. That's what I gotta be to be them niggas' baby mama again.
No facts.
But it made me feel some type of way because I think if you are a single parent, there's some type of like guilt and shame you feel about not making your family work out too. And then dating on top of that, you be feeling like, damn, I just want someone that's gonna like. It's almost kind of not unrealistic, but you really expect somebody to come in there and love your child that's not their child.
Yeah.
As much as they would love somebody else, their own child, and that's a tall order. So that should be playing in the back of my mind. Not now.
Yeah, I was about to say, girl, let that shit go.
Not now, because
there be women out here with 6 kids, 6 baby daddies.
Nah, for real.
And number 7 be right there waiting.
Be ready to step.
Yeah.
Behind all them kids too.
Yeah, facts.
I don't feel like that anymore. But at the time when he said it, I really did feel like, well, damn, I do have 2 kids. I might need to, try to make this work as much as I could.
Damn.
Yeah, for real. I was like, maybe I should just try to make it. Stick it out.
I'm gonna make it do what it do, baby.
Nah, I'm gonna try. And I'm gonna be depressed doing it.
Damn, yeah, nah, that ain't worth it. That ain't worth it at all.
No, but then like you see they both popped out, living their life.
Yeah,
their babies.
Cash Doll with her man over in Ghana. I was like, bitch, I know that's right.
Tracy T.
Ghanaian men either be real fine or real ugly, and hers is like he on the real fine side.
A little bit ugly. Tracy T said,
and that's her baby daddy.
That's her
with
baby.
That young ass nigga.
He young?
Yeah.
Man, Cash Doll lied about her age for a long time now. He probably didn't know. He probably didn't know how old she really was. We found that when she used to sonogram.
The girl.
I was like, 88, huh?
For real? Her age was on there?
Yes, her date of birth was on there.
Well, 88 is not old.
It's not old, but that bitch was not 20.
That's true too.
She was like, I'm 24. I'm like, girl, hell no. We seen them prom pictures.
Shirley Temple lied about her age. Why not Cash Doll?
She can't lie about her age, but make sure you don't have shit that let us know that you're not the age.
Don't post your sonogram.
And don't post them pictures from your prom that look like 2006. If your prom was 4 years ago, your pictures would look way different. They look like our pictures from prom.
Girl.
I was like, okay, but hold on. Tracy T said, fuck that. I don't give a damn, man. Which I automatically get like if you say something like that, you do care.
Yeah.
You feel some type of way. I had 2 babies come out that motherfucker, of course. And I think not Offset. What is it? Cardi? Takeoff? No.
Yeah, Offset.
Offset. Okay. I feel like Offset said something similar, like "Yo, I'll be my baby mama."
Yep, he did.
Or some shit like that.
Mm-hmm. He definitely did. And for a nigga to say that is like, first of all,
Who the fuck are you?
why are you saying that?
It's almost like a curse. Like they don't like none of that shit sound like "You always be my baby mama." Ooh, I'm scared.
Girl,
I should be scared. But it's just like, what do you want me to say? Like, what does that mean?
Exactly what he meant.
But I feel like that'd be like, you can't unfuck me. That's what it feel like in my head.
Damn.
Like, you ever heard a nigga be like, well, you talk about me, but you still suck my dick?
Yeah.
That's what it sounds like. You still have my babies.
But I think what made it even worse whenever Offset said that was that he was like, I won.
How?
But you know, also a lot of niggas, they be wanting to be the first to touch something.
Oh, because I'm your first baby daddy.
Yeah, it's like I'm the first nigga out of all these niggas in the rap game. I done knocked you up 3 times.
But no one cares about the first. They care about the best. Do you know the first basketball player ever?
Nope.
But you know who Michael Jordan is, don't you? I don't know about you being first. That don't mean shit. I don't know the first person that put a ball through the peach pit.
Okay.
Put a play in the little peach baskets. I don't know that nigga. I don't know who played basketball when they had on helmets. I don't fucking know that nigga.
Crying, not when they had on helmets.
But I know who LeBron James is.
Facts.
I know who MJ is. I know who Kobe is. Like, niggas be tripping about. I don't know. First, I don't give a fuck about none of that shit.
I don't give a fuck about none of that shit.
Speaking of not giving a fuck about none of that shit, I just think it's wild. It's Texas. It gotta be Texas. Cause remember that dang, what's that girl we almost had on the podcast?
Who?
The one that almost got killed.
What?
Ashley Grayson almost killed her. That's why Ashley Grayson in prison for 10 years.
Oh!
Yeah, when Keith Lee did that thing.
Yeah, the one that was there, the Keith Lee. Yeah. I forgot her name.
Yeah, I can't think of her name right now. But she was a part of some murder for hire plot when Ashley Grayson, I don't even know what she was. She did something. I don't know.
Yeah.
She got sentenced to 10 years. And
10 years is not enough for murder for hire.
I mean, it is if you didn't do it. But I'm like, is this the state for murder to hire? Like, you just feel like you could just pop out because Cash Doll, Asian Doll. First of all, y'all arguing about the doll name. I don't understand why we
gotta hang it up.
Y'all both
wrap it up.
Y'all both aren't.
The doll era is over.
Pretty much.
Cuban Doll. That's enough.
What she go by? Did she still go with Cuban Doll?
Yeah, she still go by Cuban Doll. But you're not Cuban. You're mixed. You're black and white.
But I think that's also a Texas thing. If you call somebody light skin a different race.
Oh yeah.
Puerto Rican. Nigga, my mama and my daddy black.
I'm just fair skinned.
You Ethiopian. Ethiopian doll.
Nigerian doll. That's me. I'm Nigerian doll.
I'm Memphis doll. I'm too big to be anybody doll.
Girl,
I'm Addie. Memphis Addie.
Crying.
No, but I was like, this must be the murder for hire state because Asian doll, what the fuck is you saying on the internet? Like, those things still hold up in court, right?
For Asian doll to get on the internet and say that, I was like talking about, bitch, I let you live. Now, Cash Doll didn't have to do her show and be like in Dallas and be like, fuck Asian.
Nah, you've been talking shit, and I'm in your city. What's up?
But
I feel
you don't have the best track record for stuff like that.
Oh yeah, because they shoot people out here. People come out here and die. Artists come out here, major artists come out here and die.
We don't have the best track record for that.
Yeah, but I feel her, but I just feel like it's just y'all are both grown women. Mother. Damn,
that sound like
Kiki Palmer.
You're a mother. You're a mother.
Girl, that's the one thing my ex used to always say to me. You're a mother. And I used to
you
say,
a dad.
I said, you're a father.
You're a daddy.
What does that mean? The fuck?
Daddy.
Now, you want to be like your daddy, and that's the problem.
Okay, you want to be gone.
Yeah.
You want to disappear. Nah, bring that ass here, boy.
No, for real. You better be a responsible daddy around this motherfucker.
Bring that ass here, daddy.
But no, like, it's just like, Girl, you gonna shoot the kid? You gonna shoot the van up with the Sprinter with the kids in there?
Girl, talking about that's the only reason why I let you live. Cause I told my bro, I'm like,
you finna get all y'all locked up.
You finna get everybody locked up.
Nah, for real.
But and honestly, and truthfully, might need to be.
Nah, for real. Cause we just had a situation that happened not too long ago where somebody killed Ronnie and his daughter.
That shit, bruh.
And Asian Doll didn't put that hit out. Cause that's honestly what it's giving. You know what I'm saying? Like you thinking shit like that, like, y'all gonna shoot your van up and not know who in there, and now it's capital murder. Bitch, everybody dying. And it's just like doll ain't that crucial.
It's not.
Being called a doll ain't that crucial.
Internet beefing is not that fucking serious, dog.
Never that crazy.
Like just let it go. Let it go.
Yeah. I don't think the Cash I was like, girl.
Cash I said get in the booth.
Yeah, bitch, you wanna
you wanna say all this, bitch? I'm not talking about none of that.
You wanna be a YN so bad. Asian Doll wants to be a YN so bad.
But that reminds me.
YWNA.
What was that be?
What? I don't know. Young Women Nigga Association. Young Women Nigga. Young Women Nigga Association.
Bruh, my boyfriend was hanging around his cousin, and I was like, damn, so you over there with them YNs? He's like, yeah, I'm an old YN.
Not an old YN.
I'm an old YN.
Damn.
Not you an old young nigga.
No, not your own. Old nigga. ON. Damn.
Bruh, yes, but nah,
Not
for real. Girl, these YNs these days, they different. Because even like you talk about Lil Ronnie.
Mm-hmm. Hood fame Lil Ronnie.
Yeah, hood fame Lil Ronnie. Not throw that ass in a circle Ronnie.
But people on here talking about R.I.P. Lil Ronnie. And he was like, I'm not dead, y'all.
And then when Ronnie posted a picture of him with Ronnie, he was like, here you go.
Just so you know.
This is what we're talking about.
Yeah.
But whenever they had released who the two guys were, that had killed him and his daughter, they were like, yes, and such is a registered sex offender. I'm like, nigga, you 22 years old and you a registered sex offender?
Yeah, you started out like, nigga, you just became where you had to be one.
Get him out of there.
That nigga was registered at 18. That's crazy.
Girl, I'm like, get that nigga, get him off the street, please.
Yeah, nah, for real.
Please grab him immediately.
I want to see what his, I'm curious to know. This is just a nosy part of me. Like, what the fuck did you do at 22?
Girl, that nigga is young to be a sex offender. But, I mean, don't get me wrong. I know there's no age, but...
To offending.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
To be a sex offender at 22?
Yeah. And you know what? A lot of people probably didn't even know he was a sex offender either. That's the crazy part.
Girl, because I know there's no way that I would see a 20-something-year-old man and be like, I wonder if he's a sex offender.
I ain't gonna lie. There was one person I know, and we had looked up her boyfriend, and he was a sex offender. And I was like, oh, girl, like, this is serious. And she's like, well, I said, oh, no, no, I'm finna have to leave both of y'all to fuck on, because I just didn't think he would do it. Well, clearly, 12 of his peers thought he did. They thought he liked little girls enough. And granted, you have a son, but I was like, nigga, all you gotta do is be accused.
Girl, I promise you. Because they don't just like, nah, bruh.
And honestly, I don't give a fuck. I'm not the Innocence Project. I ain't trying to figure out if you did it or didn't. All I gotta know is...
Okay, you guilty in my eyes.
Yeah, you might as well did it to me.
Nasty nigga. Get away from me.
I was just like, oh, yeah. And it makes me think of you differently, too. Because it's like, damn, you don't even know this nigga like that. I don't think he would do something like that. All right.
You don't know the nigga.
Nah, for real. Not enough.
You don't know him. You don't know what that man capable of doing.
Nah, for real.
Yeah, shit is just crazy.
But at the end of the day, there's niggas who want you. We got 2 kids, 10 kids. If you done lost weight or gained weight. If you done gained weight and lost weight. If you got money. Like, it's always these scenarios like you gotta have... There are bitches getting wife who don't cook and don't clean.
Girl,
who don't have no job.
Don't do nothing.
Who don't have no job. Like, I don't want to hear none of this shit. There is no barriers to getting out. There are probably things that you know what I'm saying, you got to be realistic. But I just don't feel like there are barriers to anything. If you want to get married and you have 6 kids, God damn it, there's a nigga who probably can't have no kids or want more kids with you.
Facts.
Like this, I don't know. It took me a long time to kind of get over feeling like that.
Yeah.
I had to go to therapy. Like,
But honestly and truthfully, that is exactly what a nigga's goal is.
Yeah, break you down.
You don't even have to have children for a man to be like, you know what? I just want to make sure this bitch don't ever talk to nobody else.
I'm gonna break her soul. I'm gonna break her soul.
No, they do that.
Yeah, nah,
you
for
know,
real.
like, girl, I remember my ex from a long ass time ago. The one who actually said that to me. He had called me, and me and him were just like, you know, regular conversation. And he was like, oh yeah, you know, and man, I think about that bitch that I had fucked off on you with, talking about some girl he had cheated on me with. And I was like, nigga, why are you talking like this?
Yeah.
Like, you really low-key killing the vibe.
Yeah,
like,
ain't your homeboy.
And why do you think I want to reminisce with you about that?
About the bad times.
Like, and really, honestly and truthfully, like, I can't even consider them bad times no more. Like, thank you.
No,
I appreciate you for doing that.
Nah, for real.
Yeah, I appreciate you for being a fuck nigga.
Yeah, nah.
Yeah, ain't me.
Yeah, but me and my baby daddy had a conversation, and I was like, I just like being mean to him now. And I was
Which
like,
one, 1 or 2?
2. I was like, yeah, I knew when you proposed I was gonna marry you.
You said I knew I wasn't?
Yes, I know I'm gonna marry you. He's like, why? I said, because you gave me that ugly ass ring. And everybody done told you that ring was ugly, and you still decided to give it to me.
Hard-headed.
Yeah, I was like, at that point, I was like, oh yeah, we ain't ever get married. And I basically said, I was like, yeah, I knew we weren't gonna ever get married. And I was like, yeah, nigga felt some type of way. I don't give a fuck.
I don't know what to tell you, buddy.
Yeah, because you made me feel real sad for it took me a long time to feel like myself again. Even when I moved out here, I still didn't like feel like myself. I didn't really go out or nothing.
I remember.
Like, it took me a long time to feel like myself again.
I remember them hairstyles you was doing. That's how I knew. I said she ain't herself,
What did I do?
I saw you with that braided mohawk. I said, or when you were walking around with that little fro, I was like,
but you know what though?
I said, you know what? This ain't the B I know. I know she in there.
No, but you
bring
know
the bad bitch out.
I let them white folks get in my head. Cause white people tell your natural hair is cute.
Girl, they love ethnic hairstyles.
And girl, and all my shit was just nappy and dehydrated and a little fro. And I had, girl, remember I had that Dr. Umar sponge? I was walking around here look like a professor. I would sponge my hair, and white people loved it. And I was like, "Oh, it's cute, girl." My grandma's like, "When you gonna comb it?"
Okay, you know she gonna tell you something.
Said, when you gonna comb it? And I'm like, "Grandma, that's the style.
Yeah.
It ain't styled." They do
Girl,
not.
they want a permit.
Hell yeah, put a hot comb through it immediately.
They want to go sit by the stove real quick.
Girl, anytime the baby's hair start turning, they got plans. They got plans.
Oh yeah, it's about time to go ahead and put a relaxer on.
It's turning. It's that placenta it's turning already. I'm like, God damn, natural hair is the wrong hair.
Girl, they can't stand it. I had went around my aunt. And my edges wasn't. She was like, "What you gonna do about this?"
Your kitchen.
Like, she like that. What you gonna do? Why you ain't putting nothing on that? I'm like, I don't put gel on my edges.
Yeah, they gonna do that baby hair.
I don't do baby hair. I let my edges be edges.
You know, you wanna be grown women. You like to be hussies.
Jezebels.
No, but it was a dark time.
I remember.
It was a dark time.
I'm glad my nigga, I'm glad you here, bro.
Nigga, I made it.
I'm glad you bounced back. You know, you can never hold a real nigga down.
Then remember I even did Ava's hair like that? Mm-hmm. I tried to do a twist out and she was like a abolitionist.
I remember whenever you did OJ's.
Oh, she hated that. Oh,
and I was like, don't send her to school like that. You were like, it's a natural hairstyle. I said, don't send her to school like that, bro. Them kids don't give a fuck about no natural hairstyle.
Yeah, they don't care about you being naturally nappy.
Yeah, in the 3rd grade. Oh, shit, hell no, them kids don't care about that. I said, please, braid her hair down or something.
Yeah, she wasn't having that at all.
Yeah, and see, now she just be doing her own thing.
And she be having her cute little natural hair now, too, and stuff like that. She know how to actually, and that's the thing, like, I don't know how to do hair, so I was just trying shit.
Yeah.
And I was like, this is what I got.
And being a mom of 2 girls, that's what you do.
That's the craziest part.
Girl, I'm telling you, I remember my mama every day, we'd go in order. Come sit down, let me do your hair, let me tie it up for tomorrow morning. every single day. I'm like, I don't know how the fuck my mom went to work full time, cooked, cleaned, did hair, bathed. When the fuck she have any time for herself?
She didn't.
Girl, I'm like, no wonder my mom was in the bathroom smoking. I would have fucking smoked too. I fucking feel her. And now I'm at the age where I'm like, Mama, you should have blew a blunt in the middle of the fucking house.
Now for real, let that shit go right in front.
As stressed as we had you,
got in front of us.
Hell yeah, you should have.
Wait, she was smoking weed
at the end, yeah.
Oh shit!
But my mom was like but you know, growing up, my mom and my dad both smoked cigarettes, so she stopped. And then she kind of turned into like a closet smoker. Like she was still smoking a cigarette here and there, but she didn't want nobody knowing she was smoking. And so I used to, and she be in her closet. She be in her bathroom. And my little sister walking in there, Mama, you're not in there smoking, are you?
She just has a smoking class.
I bet my mama was in there like, damn, I can't do fucking shit.
I'm tired of being mom. I'm finna change my name.
Oh yeah, we were going to the bathroom. There'd be like a cigarette little butt in the toilet. You know, I'm like, and these days I'm like, fuck man, we should just let mama let her fucking smoke her cigarette in fucking peace, dog.
Hell yeah.
Like, she should just be able to. She should have smoked a cigarette in the middle of the living room.
Yeah, man, she been able to blow that big shit.
Oh yeah,
Yeah,
like
hell
shit.
Yeah. Hell yeah. Well, shit.
Salute to all the mothers out there.
Yeah.
You deserve, and don't ever let no fuck nigga tell you deserve anything less.
Man, not even a mother. Nigga make you feel like you said. Nigga make you feel like that you don't even have no kids.
That part.
Okay, so we actually do have a hear ye,
Okay, bet.
and then we can get the fuck up out of here so y'all can get this episode.
Nah, for real.
Let me find it real quick. I had it saved. Okay. Oh no, I'm sending shit to somebody. Okay. I have a partner and I've been with them for over a year. We've been pretty good at communicating our feelings surrounding sex. We're open about it so neither one of us became resentful or feels their needs aren't being met. I'm still learning about myself and why I enjoy things like pain during sex. I think I like that someone is taking control and I don't have to think. He recently explained to me that when I'm upset, like when we argue, it turns him on. He said not just sexually, but also in some angry type of way. He described it as a chemical release, and that he feels if he can be aggressive with me when we're angry and each other, then maybe it would lead to great sex. To be clear, I'm not talking about makeup sex. He means during an argument.
Ooh.
He hit me one time to see if it would go away. It did not. Wait.
What?
Huh?
Hit you?
I didn't.
Yeah. Whoa, confusion.
It did not. He hasn't done that again because I told him I didn't like that. Now he's telling me he has a fantasy that's new. If we argue, he wants to grape me.
Oh.
In the middle of the argument. It seems his anger and sexuality are somewhat combined, lines blurred. He says he's not saying he would do it, just that he thinks about it. I'd like to hear from anyone who might have insight how a man might come to the point of thinking about anger and sex and aggression all in one thing. I really don't know what to think about it. Yeah, it sounds like the nigga. It sounds like the nigga on the list somewhere.
Hello? Police? Policia?
The fact that he's like, I'm gonna see if I hit and I hit you and I'm still sexually attracted to you, or I don't get the hitting part.
I don't get the hitting part either, but yeah, that's not cool.
During an argument?
That's not cool. That's actually crazy.
You know what? Movies. I blame Baby Boy.
Your face.
I blame my favorite. I blame Baby Boy because people.
You hit me.
Nah,
shorty.
but before you hit me, I hate your ass.
Yeah.
I hate you. I wish you would die. You the scum between my toes. dear Don Travius. I hate your stinking guts. And what you want this nigga to yank you up. And I hate you too and then kiss you. But like, I don't know how often that happens.
I think a lot more than we think.
I done had angry sex, but I ain't had no like, I hate you and I just want to start fucking you sex. I'm still angry.
I haven't had that. Now, don't get me wrong. When I was younger, I used to have like makeup sex. Be like, you know,
makeup is different.
But I'm cool on
But
that.
in the heat of passion, we arguing, and I'm like, nigga, I'm gonna suck your dick. Whoa, I'm gonna bite it off. I'm gonna bite it off.
Actually, get the fuck away from me.
Yeah, like the sexy part, like that I don't understand that.
And I don't want it to be that it has to be all that every time.
For you to get off.
Yeah, like nigga, no.
Yeah.
Yeah, no.
I think I don't know what I don't know what part of the sexuality that it is. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm sure it is something where you feel like you just want to be angry.
Yeah.
But even then, I don't think that's part of a great fantasy though.
Yeah.
Because I ain't gonna lie.
I remember.
I don't even want to say it.
I remember.
I don't want nobody watching this on like an episode of SVU and coming to Fort Worth and being like, you said you had one.
You said you wanted it.
Yeah, and it wasn't really a great fantasy. It was just like a nigga like taking it.
But that's what it is.
But it wasn't like...
Is it taking it or dominance that you want? Because I think those are two different things.
Dominance, but without me having to...
Consent.
No, I want to consent. Like, it's consent. I'm consenting now. Take it whenever. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm offering a pre-consent.
A blanket consent.
Yeah, a blanket consent.
So you want a nigga to just be like, bend over.
Yeah. Because that's how I am.
Bend over?
No. No, I was like, pull your dick out.
As a man, I can see that being troubling.
What?
Telling me pull your dick out?
Me saying it?
Yeah.
You can see how that'd be troubling?
Yeah.
How?
Who said I was in the mood for that?
Get in the mood. Damn.
If a nigga told you to get in the mood?
I'm never not in the mood. That's the crazy part.
Well, then you need to find a nigga who's never not in the mood too.
And that's the thing, because my ex, it was like, damn, I'm kind of tired.
Hell yeah, like I don't feel like having sex.
No, he's like, damn, babe, I'm kind of, I had a long day. I'm kind of tired.
And sex takes work. Sex takes work, bruh. Sex takes work.
In that situation, it didn't. I'm doing the work. You're just laying there, like just lay back.
But why would you want to have sex with somebody who's just laying there?
Yeah, you worry about the wrong thing.
But that's just, like as a nigga, why would you want to have sex with a woman who that ain't doing nothing?
Okay, that is true, but like I'm saying, you don't have to do nothing. I'm not saying I don't want you to be present, but you don't have to do. I'll do the work. I want you here. I want you consenting, but you can lay back and chill.
But you got to be in the mood for that too.
You do. You definitely do.
Yeah.
So I mean, it wasn't a great fantasy. It was just like a
dominance.
Whenever, whatever.
Whenever. We're meant to be together.
Nah, I have to just definitely need somebody like my speed.
Yeah, and see, a lot of this shit be boiling down to sexual compatibility. Mm-hmm. And a lot of people, y'all are dating people that you're not compatible with. Yeah. Like, there's no way that you're a person who wants to have sex 6 times a day. Mm-hmm. Of course it's not going to work with somebody who wants to have sex twice a week. Yeah. Like, of course it's going to be a problem. Yeah.
Girls reading in some group and some lady was like, she's like, oh, I could never bend over. She's like, I can't even put that in the refrigerator. I'm like, damn.
Girl, it's men out here like that.
Yeah, it really is. I don't know.
And it's women too. Like, whenever I was in Louisiana and I went to that was at that party and Mouse came out and I saw that girl walk up to Mouse and grab his dick. Yeah. I was like, wow. I'm sitting there like, did anybody else catch this?
Nobody else.
The nigga swatted her hand.
Damn.
Yes.
Now I can feel like that's my personal space.
Yeah. Like, how are you gonna walk up to just somebody? Yeah. And then just be like.
I feel like women are bad about that though.
And I think a lot of women think that it's like,
they like that.
Yeah, or like that's what he wanted. Mm-hmm. No, like. Yeah.
That's still my private.
Yeah,
that's still my no square.
Like, why would you feel like you could just walk up and like, you know what I'm saying? Like, just do that to a man.
And you know what? In my relationship too, I just realized like how important sexual compatibility, because for me, being sexual is a big part. Mm-hmm. And if you don't initiate or you're not dominant or it's all like, I'm gonna feel some type of way. And I realized at some point I was like, yeah, I should probably not do this. Because now you're making me feel like it's something wrong with me. Exactly. And ain't nothing wrong with me.
Exactly. It's just y'all not compatible.
I was like, fuck. And you don't like two as much. Yeah. And that's okay. Mm-hmm. So yeah.
Be safe though.
Yeah. However you end this, because.
No, not however you in this.
No, in this relationship.
Oh yeah. Okay. Woo.
Yeah. No. However you never like, because that's a bit much for someone to put their hands on you. Without talking to you first. You did start out saying y'all had great communication, but like that's crazy for someone to slap you and not give you no forewarning to kind of see if you would feel differently.
And think that you're supposed to be okay with that.
Yeah, and then want to fuck you after that.
It's crazy.
Yeah, it sounds like y'all got some miscommunication. Nigga probably got a subscription or probably getting his ball stepped on somewhere else and paying some black woman to do it.
Yeah, no, facts. And if that's the case, let him do that.
In peace.
Yes, please.
And go about your way.
Go and get a consenting sex worker who is on the same type of time as you.
I'm gonna say Spectrum. But nah, for real.
Give her money or give he, she, her, them their money.
Nah, facts.
And call it a fucking day.
Yeah, there's plenty of organizations that'll accommodate your needs.
Yep.
For whatever it is you're looking for, whatever kink you want to serve.
It's out there.
But low key, niggas, they need to have a watch list. And then they probably need to be on it. I don't know how.
Yeah, because the sex to crime pipeline,
the sex to aggression pipeline
yeah,
is a little crazy.
There's a correlation there.
Nah, for real. Peace be to you guys.
Yeah, nah, for real.
All right. Well, I hope that helped. You said what?
Salaikum salam.
From a lie. We give to a lie.
No, it's Ramadan. We ain't finna. Let's not. Everybody go in peace.
Yeah, that's
Everybody
peace
go in peace.
Y'all have any questions, comments, concerns? You can send us a email at hearyoupodcast@gmail.com. And y'all can find us on all social media platforms at Hear You Podcast. Y'all can find me on IG at WhereBB. That's BEBE. Where can you find you at?
And of course, you guys can find me on Instagram at Tana Taught You. That is TANNAH Taught You. All right, bro, you ready to get up out of here?
Yes.
As always, shout out to everybody. We had fun. Sorry the episode's a little bit late, but we'll see y'all in a couple weeks. Bye.
Bye.